Hi there. So this is part 2 of the help for the card class project that you'll be working on the remainder of this week. So first, in the previous video, I did make some typos in the matches method. So just be aware that you're going to have to fix those when you write your own matches method. So don't copy exactly. You shouldn't be doing that anyway. You should be using what I did as a reference to help you do it yourself. All right, a quick note about BlueJ and how you can test objects, classes directly without a tester class. So if I click on this, there's the one constructor that this card class has. And I can supply it with these 3 parameters, which will go into the 3 fields. So the card rank we'll say is king, and the card suit we'll say is diamonds, and the point value for this game for 11s is 0. Okay, and now these are all the methods, so these are the accessor methods. So its point value is 0, right? Its rank is king. Its suit is diamonds. I could also just do inspect down here, which is helpful. And this shows me, these are the 3 fields of the card, and it shows me what their values are. Okay, so that's pretty cool. Now, toString returns a correctly formatted king of diamonds, point value equals 0. That's what your toString method, that's the format your toString method should use to return the value. And you can, that's talked about in the comment for the card method, for the matches method in the template for the card class. Okay? Now, let's make another card. And this one will also make card rank is, I get a jack of hearts, and it also has a value of 0. Okay, cool. So let's see. I could also inspect that, right? All fine, all the fields are correct. Now what if I want to compare these two using that matches method? Well, this is how you do it in BlueJ. You would do matches, then you would click on that card, right? I started with card 2, and that will pass in this card object as a parameter to the matches method, and OK. And it correctly returns false because the 2 cards are not identical. So that's pretty cool. So let's just make a new one. Card 3, we'll call this one a jack again. We'll call it hearts, oops, and the quotation mark, hearts, and its value is 0. Okay, can inspect it. Hearts, jack, 0. Inspect this one. Hearts, jack, 0. So these 2 cards should match. Let's see if that's the case. So matches. So card 3 matches card 2. And say OK. And true. So those cards are identical. Excellent. Now, so that's the way you do it in BlueJ. But you can do that, and that's good to know because it's an easy, quick way to test things without making a tester class. But you have to also do the tester class here as for this assignment. And you have the template for that. In the template, it doesn't have any of this. It just looks like that. So, but I'm going to paste this back so I don't have to waste time typing it. This is an aside. Someone, I can't remember who, and I apologize if it was you, remove this. And I objected to that, and I said, if you want to make another method that does the same thing as main, you could do that. But you know, the more I thought about it, that's silly. If you want to remove that while you're doing this in BlueJ, right? Go ahead and do that. It doesn't. There's no harm in doing that. So, and it saves you a step, right? So if oops. It saves you the step of having to hit, well, let's put it back. String args. Compile. So now with that, I have to go through this step of doing that every time. This line, right? Because that's the that's the parameter that I could supply a string to the main method. But I'll ignore that for the time being. But you know, if we just want to go directly, have the method run directly, we can just get rid of the parameter. That's all it is, just a parameter. And then it saves you that extra step. So, card tester, a couple of things here. Don't make, if you're, you can't from a static method access fields. So don't use fields here. Just make the variables right inside of static void main. Okay. So we make card 1, and we make a new card, and we say king hearts 0 because that's the sequence of the parameters. It's the rank, then the suit, then the point value, right? And then then I call the toString method for that card. Then I make another card 2, king hearts 0, again, exactly the same, and system out println that card's toString method. And then I call matching, and I call the one card's matches method, and I pass into that the 2 card. So if I compile that, now run it, right? There's the first card, king of hearts, point value equals 0. The second card, king of hearts, point value equals 0. They are identical, and matching is true, right? They're the same cards. So you should, in Card Tester, make a total of 3 cards, and test them like this, the 2 that are matching, and also test 2 that are different, and that should return false. So just I'll say here, Jack of hearts, and now if we compile that and run that, matching is false, right? Because although they're both hearts, one is a king, one is a jack. Okay, so you know, you could also in here for each of these cards, you could call each of their accessor methods. So you could do system out println 1 dot what is it, rank, and but this is all of this is actually suit point value. So these 3 accessor methods, all of this is actually included in the toString method. So king of hearts, value 0, and then the toString method puts that all together into one string. And why not use that? So you don't need to you do not need to call each of the accessor methods for each of the cards that you make, just the toString method. Okay, I hope that's all clear, and if you do have any questions, please don't wait till Monday morning to let me know, right? Start on this as soon as you can, and if you get stuck, let me know. Thanks, bye.